Now, one of the nice things I would like to point out here is all of these operations that we programmed in here, we could now save them out to a knowledge base. So I'm going to go into the Mill tab and then choose knowledge base, save to knowledge base. So the entire workflow of machining operations is now saved and downloaded automatically to your computer. So now let's go back and switch back to the main assembly in here. So I'm going to show you how we can apply this knowledge base when programming one of the other components on this part. So I'm going to take this mount plate in here, right click, and I'll switch to the mount plate part document in here inside of Onshape. And the workflow is very similar. I'm going to load VisualCAMc. So once I have VisualCAMc loaded, I'm going to load the part. And you can either load the part by looking through the list for the part or just entering a name for your part. I'm just going to search by the name. So the part is now loaded. The next thing I'm going to do here is go to the Mill tab and then load my knowledge base. I'll load the knowledge base which I just created from the other file. And you can see the entire workflow is now loaded. If you want to delete something, right click and delete, we'll delete it. And then the workflow is very similar. Establish your coordinate system for machining. Go ahead and select your post processor. So I have it, if I want to change it, I can pick a different machine. Go ahead and define my stock material. And then I can just edit my work 0 under setup, set my origin, save it. I'm going to regenerate my first operation facing, and the toolpath is generated. If you need to make any change to the parameters, change your cut direction, any of those, just right click or double click to edit it, and then generate the toolpath. So the knowledge base brings in all of your information about your feeds and speeds, your cut depths, cutting parameters. All of this is saved in the knowledge base, which makes your programming workflow a lot simpler. Now I don't want to use any of the hole pocketing operations on this particular part. I'm going to select these two, right click and do a delete to remove it. I'll edit the slotting operations in here and just basically chain each of the selections. Right click on an edge will chain the selections. Pick a tool for the slotting, generate. So the slotting toolpath has been generated. You can toggle the visibility of your toolpaths, the coordinate system, all of the controls can be found right in the browser. I'm going to get rid of the second slotting operation, and then we'll apply the drilling operations in here. I can just go pick the holes for drilling, generate the path, and finally I'm going to do the profiling operation. I'll do the profile operation for the inside. Right click, selects the chain, we'll pick the smaller tool, generate. So since I've set it to use determine using 3D model, it automatically figures out the cut needs to go on the inside. If you would like to make any changes to your entry and exit parameters, you can pick those, make those changes in here, and then update your toolpaths. They're all updated in real time. Save it. And finally, if you want to do a perimeter cut, make a copy of the operation, paste it out, edit the operation, right click on an edge to select the chain, generate it. So within a few clicks, you can generate your toolpaths, save your work, and the CAM data is automatically stored in the VisualCAMc tab within Onshape. Now, one thing I want to point out is the model units. Depending on whatever you have set in your document in Onshape for the units, workspace units, VisualCAMc will automatically inherit those units. If you're working in inches, your CAM will automatically load in inches. If the model was defined to be in millimeters, it'll be in millimeter units. You can see the units displaying right in here.